guys, I'm just showing you what I'm packing for my youngest lunch today. He's got some bacon, broccoli, fresh berries, some cheese crackers, and then he has to bring a snack every day, so seaweed snacks. And then this is his breakfast. He's having berries and bacon. And then I am going to make almost like shakshuka, but I'm making it a little different. So I'm going to melt down some bacon fat that I saved from the last time I cooked bacon, which was a couple days ago. And then I just like reheat it. So like I'll take this and I'll put it in the fridge, and then I just reheat it. Heat that up, and then I'm going to saute up some onions. Alright guys, got the onions and garlic in. And I'm just gonna, this is like a little spice blend. I put salt, pepper, and paprika in there. About half a tablespoon of paprika, and then probably a half teaspoon of salt and pepper each. And then that's right into that bacon grease. And it smells so good because it's toasting up the paprika. And I'm going to cook this and just kind of let the garlic and onion render down a little bit. And then I'm going to add something different that would never be in shakshuka. I'm going to add some black beans. And then I'm going to add my tomatoes that we grow in cans. There's nothing like if you grow your own tomatoes and you can them yourself. Oh, delicious. Delicious. We also have a farm stand that we go to that we use a couple towns over from us. Or anything we don't grow, or like if we don't grow it in abundance. Say it's kind of a bad year and something doesn't do super well. It almost always does well there. So, because they have more greenhouses and all that kind of stuff. We had a greenhouse. We lost part of our greenhouse a couple years ago in a blizzard. So we have to rebuild. We had to rebuild a lot of things. We lost a bunch of buildings and all that kind of stuff. So far we've torn down them all and rebuilt one. So we have a ways to go, but we'll get there. And then after I pour the beans and the tomatoes and everything in, I'm going to let that cook for a few minutes to kind of, combine together. And then I'm going to put in my duck eggs. We have ducks and chickens. So I'm the only one in the fam that eats the duck eggs. I don't think it's any different. They taste the same. They're good. They're just bigger. It's bigger. It's more fat. More protein. They're just bigger. Bigger than a chicken egg. Although I have one chicken that lays really, really huge eggs. I'll show you guys that. Huge. See the two that are really, really ginormous? The other eggs are kind of like an average size. Sometimes there's 2 yolks in those big, huge eggs. They lay twins all the time. I don't know if it's the one chicken that does it or if there are several. The eggs are absolutely huge. It's like a jumbo egg. The girls haven't been able to get out and eat as much outside, so my eggs aren't they're still pretty dark in the yolk, but in that yolk you get a lot of nutrients, and I'm noticing that they're not as orange, deep yellow and orange as they usually are, because there just isn't much to eat right now since we're in the middle of winter. We got a nice snowstorm the other morning I woke up to, and then today I woke up and it snowed everywhere. It's beautiful. Got about an inch. It's getting good and fragrant. And I'm going to add in my beans, or 2 beans. I'm not going to fold this. 2 beans. This is just for me, so I don't want to mostly beans and onions and garlic. I'm gonna put a lot in there. I don't think I'll eat all that. Then my tomato sauce. Well, it's not sauce. It's just canned crushed tomatoes, and they are delish. Oh, I wish this was smell-o-vision. You guys would love it. It smells so good. So good. Let that cook a little bit. And there's my cute little percolator. My husband bought me that a couple of years ago. I used to just use it. Well, we had one a long time ago that I used to use for camping. And then we went on a camping trip and everything got left in it and it got ruined. And I kept saying to my husband, I really just want a percolator that I can have for like stovetop that I can, but I guess, you know, technically it's a camping one, but I use it in the house. It doesn't matter. As long as it has a heat source, right? That's all that really matters. I'm gonna add in a little bit of oregano. This is how I keep all my spices. It's kind of a mess right now, but it was better for me to put them in jars because I don't buy them at the grocery store. There's a gentleman that lives way out in the country, a couple towns over from us, that he sells spices in bulk, so I buy all my spices from him, and it's more reasonable, but it's also, the spice quality is better, so it works really good for us. Let's see, oregano. There it is. I need to organize in there. Most of the time I add the spices like that in when I first start sauteing it. That gives them the chance to get nice and soft. But honestly, with the spices that I get from this gentleman, I don't have to do that. Because they'll soften up. I'm not sure what the big difference is in terms of the quality, but he really knows his spices. They are tasty. I felt bad. My son was eating a piece of bacon and he decided he didn't want it. He wanted more berries. So I went in and took the bacon and was going to put one of the dogs out. And I had the bacon in one of my hands. The dogs definitely thought it was for them, but sorry girls. No bacon. Should have just gave it to them. I made their day. Alright. That's bubbling up pretty good. Looking tasty. It's the simplest thing, but it tastes so good. And it's not an expensive thing to make either. Our eggs cost us almost nothing because we let the birds out and we feed them all of our scraps too. So like if I have anything left over, not this kind of thing, not something that's cooked like this, but anything raw, so like the ends of carrots or lettuce that's kind of on its way out or that we didn't get to, or anything we didn't get to, fruit and veg wise, I will absolutely give it to my birds. Alright, I'll dump these bad boys in. Boop. And boop. That's the one difference that I noticed about the duck eggs too, is that like the white of the duck egg is a little bit more, it's thicker. Delicious. And then I just kind of like scoop some stuff on top and around. And then kind of like let it cook up. And then we're going to put some cheddar on here. Cheddar makes everything better. Alright, so these guys are done. Take the lid off, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cheddar, just a little bit. And pop that back on for a second, let the cheese melt. And then I'm going to put it on my plate. Eat it. Eat it. Avocado a little. It's just like a quarter of an avocado and some berries. Lovely deliciousness. Alright, let's get these guys on the plate. Okay, so it's almost like an omelet. And I have this left over. So I'll probably just put this in a little container, and I'll save it, and I'll probably just heat it up in the pan tomorrow and drop some more eggs into it, and that'll be second breakfast, or in 2 days even. If I don't want the same thing tomorrow, I'll have it in 2 days. It snowed. I love when it snows. Especially this much snow, because then it's not a nuisance, it's just pretty. And if it's gonna be cold, you might as well have some snow. You guys see down there that little box? That's a cold frame that has lettuce and some collard greens and some leeks all growing inside. And they freeze when it's super cold, and then when it warms up a little, they defrost, and they're still alive. It's pretty neat. It's almost like cryogenics. It's cool. So that's all. Have a great day, everyone.